Hello, 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 namaste, my witchlings. Merry Yule, y'all. That sounds funny. Where's my stupid cloth? I have fingerprints on my glasses. Hello, how is everybody doing? Namaste, my witchlings. Oh my gosh, it is officially the first day of winter. It is Yule, so blessed Yule to all of my witches out there. Hey, Andrea, I see you. Oh, it is glorious chaos in my household this morning, isn't it always? Whoops! That would be a good idea. I knew I forgot something. Alright. Doo-doo. I really hope that was... Yes, that was. There we go. Oops. Utter chaos in my home. Spawn's girlfriend stayed over last night. I feel really bad because I wasn't thinking ahead enough to make sure that we had stuff for Yule. But you know what? That's okay. Anyway, we'll deal with it. Yep. Bum, bum, bum. All right, there we go. Sorry, I had to clean off get the tooker hair off the mic. Wearing my Snoopy from either my son or his friend. So, anybody have any special plans for the day, or what are we doing? Aw, we went from 15 to 4. Sad face. I saw that. All right. We are doing this. So let's do our little bit of digital housekeeping and say, please be mindful of the energy you bring into my space. And please be respectful in my chat, because if you are not, Arnold and the mods will be finding you with the banhammer.
Hasta la vista, baby.
We chased them all away. Oh well. I wasn't a good fit for them, so alrighty. I am not everybody's cup of coffee. Those cannot sit there. I'll find them a new home. Alright. More coffee, because this witch is not caffeinated enough today. Alright. Coffee is good. All right, here we go. Oh, that sounds so fun, Andrea. That noise. I'm driving everyone insane with it. Trying not to. He asked me not to pop. I'm trying to remember not to. It's become a stim. One of my more annoying ones. It's bad when I annoy myself with them. Oh, he's going to go make a cup of coffee. I'm going to sit here and talk at you guys for a couple of minutes while he does that, because we all know the Keurig takes its own sweet time to brew, right? Yes. That's a good thing. He wears headphones when we're streaming. And that particular noise comes through the headphones really loudly. I can typically tell when I've done one without realizing it, because he'll say, ow. And I feel bad because I don't even realize I'm doing it. This poor man, though, he puts up with so much shit out of me. After my last bout with COVID, if I was thinking it, I was saying it. I was in the kitchen doing dishes, and I'd been in the kitchen for about an hour at that point, and I'm just yammering and making noise and singing and humming and making just did not stop making noise. And about an hour in, I realized that I had been doing this since I got up that morning. I was quiet for a second, took my earbud out because I was doing dishes and I listened to music, took my earbud out, looked towards the living room, and I'm like, I have been making noise nonstop for the last 3 hours, haven't I? And he went, yep. And I'm like, I am so sorry. How are you maintaining your sanity? Yes, it is very much witch's brew. Hence why mine says, as above, so below. We are coffee-powered witches in this house. And I'm dancing to the music in my head again. We're doing stellar. But I'm in a good mood. Unfortunately, no snow yet, so the poor puppers are sad. I'm actually, at this point, looking forward to it snowing. It's gonna hurt like hell, because my joints don't like the cold, but oh, are the puppers gonna be happy. It was kind of chunky rain yesterday, so... And I swear it was dandruffing. So what I refer to as dandruffing are those little bitty teeny tiny snowflakes that, well, look like dandruff. Yeah, we get that a lot. We either get the really, really, really dry tiny flakes or the big, wet, fluffy flakes that make driving in the snow in the Pacific Northwest so much different than it is anywhere else that it snows regularly. There was creamer and cold foam in it. That's why it's orange. Oh no, that was me dumping the instant happiness into it. I hadn't drunk quite as much of it as I thought. Oh yeah, that's right. You're down south. Yeah, that is one thing about that being down there. It doesn't snow as often. I remember growing up, I think it used to, I remember 2 instances in the 7 years we lived in Myrtle Creek that it snowed. And then once we moved to Portland, it didn't snow every year. It snowed like every third. So every 3 years or so, we'd get enough snow to actually say it snowed. And then, damn. Yeah, I don't really remember it snowing while I was in high school. And now, it has practically snowed in Portland. It's snowed almost every year, but this year we are behind because we haven't gotten enough snow up here for Snoqualmie Pass, for the ski resort at Snoqualmie to open. And so, but yet it's supposed to be an El Nino winter, which typically is colder and wetter. I mean, El Nino winters are when we've had the Snowmageddons. So, yes. So does Tookers. Hey, cat. Good to see ya. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword with Luna Tuna. She loves to play in it, but her hip dysplasia doesn't love it, and really doesn't love her playing in it. Poor baby girl. All right, a couple of quick announcements. We are not going to be doing the Yoga Witch's Cauldron Thursday evening because I didn't realize until I was setting everything up last night that this Sunday is Christmas. How I didn't realize this, I have no forking clue. It's K-Cat. So this Thursday is Christmas. That makes me feel stellar. I know I said this Sunday, my brain glitched. So Thursday we are doing a guided meditation on how to cope with difficult relations during Christmas. I try to do that one on most holidays. Let's see, what else are we doing? We are... Yep. Hopefully, I will be able to do something Yule themed later this afternoon, evening. Have not had a chance to sit down and talk to the man behind the curtain about it, so not sure what we're doing yet. Otherwise, yeah, and we're also broke ass witches, so we ain't doing much. Otherwise, things are pretty kind of chill here. Yes, we will have a Yule Tarot or Oracle card, probably because I forgot to put it into the notes. We will be doing it probably during chilling with the Witchlings. All right, y'all. Let's... No? Okay. Crap. Houston. I pulled the Delalunas for today. So, and that's what the combined is going to be. So, okay. He's oh, ha. We got to fix a couple of things. Oh, jeez. I'm getting yelled at. Well, hello there. Come here, and I'll pick you up. Over here. Come over here. Dorkfish. Oh, there you are. All right. You want up? Come here. Come here. Why? Look what I found. It's a cat. It's a Yule cat. Yule balls. Anyway. Oh, you got fur. Let me get the damn long ass fur out of your eye. There you go. He's a happy cat. I think so. Should be. Let me make sure my chair is where it belongs. Yep, it is. And I'm repping the Seahawks today just because it was comfy. How is the fluffy dude? He's doing pretty good. He's a happy cat. Yeah. He was loving on Tuckers last night, giving the head boops and everything. He found the empty coffee cup. He's sniffing it. All right, y'all. Let's get started, shall we? All right, y'all. This week, we turn toward Jyoti, the inner light that steadies us through winter's depth. Guided by Kayak Bu, we honor cycles of stillness, truth, and rebirth. Namaste invites us to lengthen our day by returning fully to the present, while self-compassion asks us to consciously invoke love. Our moment of Zen reminds us clarity comes when we stop assuming the world is shifting and instead notice where we are moving. Namaste, Witchlings, and welcome one and all to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care, where magic meets mindfulness, and we take a moment to honor the day, listen to the cards, and tend to ourselves along the way. Whether you're returning or joining for the first time, I am so glad you're here. Hey, hi, and welcome. I am Di, your yoga witch and guide, and this is your daily pause for reflection, insight, and care. So go grab your favorite crystal. I am going to use amethyst today myself. Light a candle or some incense, settle in with your coffee, tea, or whatever brew fills your mug today, and let's step into today's wisdom and self-care together. And if this space resonates, don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. It helps our Witchling community grow. And we have some awesome news, my Witchlings. well, it's not technically news anymore, but it is kind of a cool thing. You can now join us as a Witchling member. So for 99 cents a month, you can get all sorts of fun stuff here with us. So go ahead and click that join button. And your membership definitely helps us out so much here. And then step into the Die the Yoga Witch shop where magic meets movement and everyday rituals get an upgrade. Browse my handmade intention-infused jewelry, then snuggle up with Die the Yoga Witch mugs, yoga mats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, and so much more. Treat yourself, bless a friend, and bring a little witchy sparkle into your daily life. As an example of the earrings you can find on said shop. Look at these cute little tarot card earrings. There we go. Aren't they adorable? I love them. I had fun making those. Oh, really? You're going to whack me with your tail. Such a good kitty. All right. We do have a birthday. Technically, it's today's birthday. One of my incredibly amazing mom friends is celebrating her birthday today. So I want to say happy birthday, Angie. You deserve absolutely nothing but the best. And we are lighting our candle today also for happy birthday, Angie. We're also lighting our candle for all of our witchlings and their loved ones who are dealing with some tough situations. And as I light this flame, may it shine as a beacon of hope for those finding their way through the dark. We also hold this light in remembrance and solidarity with survivors and victims of gun and domestic violence, keeping them gently and respectfully within our circle. With the lighting of our candle, our circle is now closed, and we invite the ancestors to be with us here today. Itch the nose. Oof. Poor kitty. Hello, Dexter. How are you doing today? Coffee is good, I tell you. Cat fur in my nose, not so much. There we go. All right, and just a quick reminder for those of you who are new to the stream here, if I'm paying attention to the chat while I am doing other things, well, the show goes off the rails real quick. So we have come to the conclusion that hiding the chat from me while I'm in the middle of doing something is the absolute best thing to do. All right, good boy. All right, now let's take a quick peek at what holidays and observances are showing up for us today. And tell me, witchlings, how are you planning to honor today's holidays in your magic? Tell me in the comments. I really, really, really adore seeing how each of you brings these little celebrations to life in your own unique way. Let's redo this because Fuzzbutt decided to make things difficult. All right, my witchlings, let's take a look at what holidays and observances are showing up for us today. And now tell me, how are you planning to honor today's holidays in your magic? Third time's the charm, because I am trying this one more time. Because I feel like, no. Perfectionism is kicking in and I hate it. All right, you guys. It is time to take a look-see at what holidays and observances are showing up for us today. Now, tell me, my witchlings, how are you planning to honor today's holidays in your magic? Let me know in the comments because I really, really, really love seeing how each of you brings these little celebrations to life in your own unique ways. There we go. Our first holiday. Today we honor Yule as witches and pagans, one of our sacred sabbats and the turning of the wheel. This is the longest night, where darkness is not feared but revered as the womb of renewal. We honor the returning light, tend our hearth fires, and remember that even the smallest flame carries promise. The sun is reborn, and so are we. Now, it is Don't Make Your Bed Day. Today gives us permission to loosen our grip on perfection. Not every act of care looks tidy, and not every morning needs to begin with productivity. Leaving the bed unmade can be a quiet rebellion against hustle culture, and a reminder that rest is allowed to look lived in. It is National Homeless Persons Memorial Day. This is a day of remembrance, grief, and fierce compassion. We honor those who did not survive life on the streets, and we hold deep gratitude for those who did. Survival is not guaranteed. It is hard-won. Today we witness, we remember, and we recommit to seeing unhoused people as fully human, worthy of safety, dignity, and care. There are a number of people that I care dearly for who have been homeless. Next, National Short Story Day. This one's fun. Short stories are small containers for big truth. They hold moments, emotions, and transformations without excess. Today honors the magic of saying exactly what needs to be said and no more. A reminder that brevity can still be powerful, intimate, and deeply meaningful. I am a short story writer. I've had a few published. Proud of myself. All right. For all my short girls out there, it is Short Girl Appreciation Day. Today we celebrate the strength, presence, and undeniable power that comes in compact form. Height has never been a measure of worth, impact, or fire. This is a joyful nod to confidence, character, and showing up exactly as you are. Short girl respect. I have never... It is okay to be fun-sized. I know a lot of short people who hate that particular reference, but I know equally as many who love it and use it. And that, my loves, is our holiday for the day. Wait, that's okay. All right, itchy. Why am I itchy? Yep. I make my bed just before I go to bed, partly because we both sweat to death in our sleep, and I learned at some point in the last 10-15 years that leaving your bed open so that it has time to evaporate and dry is actually better for you. So we've been doing the smart thing all along. Ha! All right. I'm breathing better today. That's about the only good thing I have. All right, moving mouse, babe. All right, y'all, let's go see what the Oracle cards have in store for us today. Oh, that was loud. I am so sorry. All right, y'all. We have our oracles for the day. Take a listen to this and let me know what you think in the comments. We start with the feelings are mutual. Next, we have ignoring the pain. And finally, it is worth it. Sorry. All right. All right. So, what do these three cards tell us today? Well, the flailing. The feelings are mutual, makes it clear that this connection is shared, not imagined. Yet ignoring the pain reveals a choice to look away from the impact this situation is having on those around you. You keep telling yourself it is worth it, but this message asks you to pause and consider whether the cost truly aligns with your values. And that's our oracles. There we go. Moving on to the tarot. Moving on to the tarot, my friends. So, delays and frustrations slow your progress, but patience changes everything. As momentum stalls, healing quietly begins, reminding you that recovery and perseverance walk hand in hand. Let me know what resonates, you guys. First, we have the Ace of Rods reversed. Setbacks and delays, waste, and a need to reconsider plans and ventures. Next, the Seven of Pentacles. Perseverance in the face of adversity and overcoming frustration related to work. And last but not least, we have the Three of Swords reversed. There we go. Recovery from illness or emotional heartache. So, the Ace of Rods reversed points to stalled momentum, wasted effort, and delays that ask you to rethink your current approach rather than push forward blindly. The Seven of Pentacles reinforces this pause, reminding you that patience and steady perseverance are essential when facing work-related frustration. Meanwhile, the Three of Swords reversed offers reassurance, signaling healing, emotional recovery, and the gradual release of past heartache. That is our tarot for today. And now, let's see what all 6 cards together are telling us today. Drop me a comment and share what resonates with you guys. All right. Whew. The feelings are mutual confirms that this connection and the emotions surrounding it are real and shared. Yet, ignoring the pain warns that avoiding the impact on yourself will only deepen frustration. The Ace of Rods reversed shows stalled momentum and delays, asking you to rethink your direction, while the Seven of Pentacles encourages patience and perseverance, reminding you that meaningful growth takes time. With the Three of Swords reversed, healing begins as honesty replaces avoidance. Only then can you truly decide if it is worth it. That is our combined reading. And now, our affirmation. I choose honesty over avoidance, patience over frustration, and healing over fear. I trust that clarity comes when I face the truth with compassion and allow growth to unfold in its own time. Our affirmation. All right. Hey, Chloe. How are you doing today? Blessed Yule, my friend. It is Monday for them now. All right, that's going to have to move. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with that. I just swapped those. Anyway, sorry. Doing pretty good today. Hey, Will. It's a will. Where there's a will, there's a way. I am sure you have heard that so many times in your life, though. No, that's not going to work. Screw it. Stretchy, 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 stretchy. Ba, ba, ba. Yes. I haven't seen any of his reels and shorts recently. I'm going to have to go hunt him down. All right. Who wants to look at Namaste? Ow. How did I clip my eyebrow ring with the bow of my glasses? Namaste says, lengthen your day. Sounds like a magic trick, but it's not. Center yourself in the moment. Now, widen that moment from your chest to your fingertips. Next, start to feel the moment expand from your fingertips to the borders of the room you're in. Feel time slow down as you lengthen time even more to the outside of the building you are in to the city limits. From the city, go farther. Push time to slow until you feel like it is infinite in the moment. There are times we feel stressed because we feel like there isn't enough time. When we take time to make time, time doesn't become a factor anymore. The more time we have, the less stressed we are. Namaste. How many times is it going to squeeze the word time in? Anyway. Self-compassion, my friends. We are invoking presence today. Self-compassion. We are invoking presence today. Bring to mind someone who loves you or who has loved you. This can be a pet or a person. Notice how this feels in your body. Allow their presence to ebb and flow for 3 breaths. Oh, goodness. I got big yawn today. Bump. Haha. Good. I'm talented. Yes, I am. Oh, that is awesome, Chloe. I figured as much, Will. I will never forget when I either saw the music for or figured out by ear. I'm great at playing piano by ear. But how simple the introduction to Lost in Your Eyes by Debbie Gibson is. And yeah, I'm right there with you on the doctor's appointment, Andrea. My massage therapist and I have been dancing around trying to get an acupuncture appointment set up. And I finally have one for Christmas Eve. Yes, piano is really easy. The hardest part for me, because I've read treble clef music since I was like 9, 10. Oh, excuse me. I can read treble clef music almost as easily as I can read words. Bass clef, on the other hand, so left hand, I have to work really hard and focus, and I have to learn the left hand first and pick it out and get good at it, and then I can start learning the right hand. But I cannot read the music. I have to memorize each hand separately because I cannot read the music as I play. I cannot sight read piano music with the left hand. Nope. But I can play the Battle Hymn of the Republic. I can play a very simple song from the Episcopal hymnal. And that one I can play and sing a harmony to it while I'm playing it. Battle Hymn of the Republic. Just As I Am. And a couple of other things. For a while I could play Right Here Waiting by Richard Marx. That was actually the first song I ever learned. Actually second. Just As I Am was first. I take that back. And then I also could play the beginning of Fur-Elise. Yeah. A lot of it is Pachelbel, yeah. Not quite everything, because the stuff that came before Pachelbel wrote the canon, yes. Oh, that sucks. That that's part of why I don't do even the stick-on nails or the glue-on nails very often, because that glue is evil. And it takes my nails forever to recover from them. All right. We have our Sanskrit coming up soon. Okay. We have a Sanskrit bit. We have a long Sanskrit bit because we are introducing the Sanskrit of the week today. Yay! So here's our Sanskrit bit. Today we are revealing our Sanskrit word of the week, and she is Jyoti. J-Y-O-T-I, Jyoti. In Sanskrit, Jyoti means light, but not just the kind you flip on with a switch. This is inner radiance, the steady glow behind your ribs, the quiet truth light that helps you see what's real, what's yours, and what is ready to be released. And I want to say this very clearly right here, right now. Jyoti is not be bright. It's not perform your healing. It's not stay positive. Jyoti is the kind of light that can exist even when you're tired, grieving, and even when you're overwhelmed, because real light is not always loud. Sometimes it's a single candle in a storm, protected, deliberate, and just enough. So for this week, we are working with Jyoti like a sacred practice. Notice what nourishes your glow. Name what dims it. Choose a single small act each day that turns the inner lantern towards you, not away from you. And today's self-care. Let's keep it simple and powerful. Take a moment today. Morning is lovely if you can, but, well, miss that. And create a tiny light point. Light a candle, turn on a soft lamp, or just open a curtain and let daylight hit your face. Place one hand on your heart, one on your belly. Breathe in slowly, and as you exhale, silently repeat, "My light is real. My light is mine." Then, ask yourself one question. There is no pressure to solve your whole life, just one honest check-in. What would help my light feel safer today? Not brighter, not bigger, safer. And if you are doing a card pull yourself today, let your cards speak through this lens. Where is my Jyoti steady already? Where is it asking for protection? And what truth is it trying to illuminate? Not to punish me, but to guide me. And this week, we move with Jyoti as a companion. We don't chase the sun. We tend the lantern. We practice becoming a sanctuary for our own light. All right, my witchlings, our word is Jyoti, inner radiance, sacred light, the flame that remembers you when the world gets too loud. That is our Sanskrit. Itchy nose. I know. Oof da. Yup. Notish. Awesome. Notish. Yes. Dude, I feel that. Well, that is kind of cool. Nice. Doesn't it? Notish. No, is that kind of noticing and nourishing all in once? Notish. I want to make sure that I am pronouncing our goddess's name correctly today, so give me just a quick second. And 10 to 1, I'm 10 to 1. I'm going to end up with what's his name, because today's goddess. Nope. C-A-I-L-L-E-A-C-H. No, his name is, I believe. Okay. Kalyak Pure. Kalyak Pure. Okay. Koilach. Pure. Yeah. Oi. That one's kind of fun. I try to remember to look up their name before we go live, and I forgot to today. Koyach. That is an interesting name. Okay. All right. Koyach. It sounds, my brain is saying it sounds like kayak, but it's koyach. Okay, uh-oh. Oh, it's 11:15 down there, or over there. Go back to work, Will. We'll talk to you soon. Haha. 2 weeks of Christmas break. Yep. See, we've gone to calling it winter break here in the States. I remember it being Easter vacation or Easter break and Christmas break when I was a kid. But then we decided to rename them to winter break and spring break, which, now that I know, makes perfect sense. I never thought about the fact that there might be other holidays being celebrated during these times. I was a very sheltered child. All right, who wants to see today's goddess? Because she's impressive. Okay, Witchlings, it is time to honor the goddess of the day, a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us today. And our goddess is Kayakbur. Kayakbur is the blue-faced crone of Scottish tradition who commands winter's long reign. She brings snow, cold, and fierce clarity, holding the land in stillness until the wheel turns again toward Beltane. Though she appears harsh, her power is rooted in balance and cycles. She knows winter is not an ending, but a necessary passage that prepares the way for rebirth and renewal. Today honors her cold honesty and quiet hope. As the sun's strength begins its slow return, wear something blue to cultivate self-restraint. Sorry, I got distracted because I'm wearing blue. Wear something blue to cultivate self-restraint, truth, and clear perception. For a simple ritual, place a yellow cloth to represent the sun and a blue candle beside a bowl of snow. As the candle burns, light reclaims the cold and the snow melts, mirroring winter's surrender to warmth. Save the cooled wax for workings that require calm judgment, and return the melted water back to the earth, offering it back to the goddess as her cycle continues. That is our goddess today.
Oh man, I left that up the whole time. Because I was so distracted by you saying beer instead of beer. Oh my god.
Apparently I need to reread the goddess, because neither of us noticed that he had the goddess covering my face the entire time. So, have a good one, Chloe. We're going to go ahead and redo her. Okay. I just steamed my glasses up with a yawn. That's impressive. All right, my witchlings, it is time to honor our goddess of the day. She is a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us today. To our goddess. Kayak Vuur is the blue-faced crone of Scottish tradition who commands winter's long reign. She brings snow, cold, and fierce clarity, holding the land in stillness until the wheel turns again towards Beltane. Though she appears harsh, her power is rooted in balance and cycles. She knows winter is not an ending, but a necessary passage that prepares the way for rebirth and renewal. Today honors her cold honesty and quiet hope as the sun's strength begins its slow return. Wear something blue to cultivate self-restraint, truth, and clear perception. For a simple ritual, place a yellow cloth to represent the sun and a blue candle beside a bowl of snow. As the candle burns, light reclaims the cold and the snow melts, mirroring winter's surrender to warmth. Save the cooled wax for workings that require calm judgment and return the meltwater to the earth, offering it back to the goddess as her cycle continues. And that, my friends, is our goddess of the day. Yes, she reminds me of Scotty as well. Oh, I'm not familiar with Yukiona. Go get sleep, Chloe. All right, moving mousey. Uh-oh. Tooker's just abandoned me. He heard the door. It is time for our moment of Zen from the Little Book of Zen. We have a long quote from Dogen and a short one from Mahasattva Fu. When you ride in a boat and watch the shore, you might assume that the shore is moving. But when you keep your eyes closely on the boat, you can see that the boat moves. Similarly, if you examine many things with a confused mind, you might suppose that your mind and nature are permanent. But when you practice intimately and return to where you are, it will be clear that there is nothing that has an unchanging self. Dogen. And then Mahasattva Fu tells us, empty-handed, holding a hoe, walking, riding a water buffalo. Man is crossing a bridge, the bridge, but not the river flows. Ooh, that's deep. That, my friends, is our moment of Zen. And now, my loves, my witchlings, here is today's closing blessing. I was planning on doing that during chillin', but you're right. I take it back. There we go. We have our we have our Yule Oracle. All right, so there we are. All right. Our Yule Oracle, since today is Yule, we have telling stories. And the keywords here are truth and speaking up for yourself. What words so tender can be spoken so bravely unless they are true from the truest of words? Stories have been passed down through generations for millennia. Stories keep traditions alive, giving voice to loved ones past and teaching us valuable lessons to carry into adulthood. One of these lessons is the power of speaking your truth and knowing where you come from. There is power in what you say, and when you have pulled telling stories, you are being guided to be mindful of the words you send out into the world. Are you using words to encourage or to hurt? Do you speak of yourself and others with kindness and compassion, or are the stories you tell full of low vibrational emotions like anger, jealousy, and sadness? Your words control more than you think. A compliment can change someone's day. An affirmation can remind you of a commitment you've made to yourself to change an outdated belief. And, of course, there are stories you tell about yourself. The words you say internally are even more important than the words you say out loud. This card guides you to speak to yourself with only self-love and self-worth. That is our Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle card for today. There we go. So I have been fighting a knot in my shoulder blade for about a month now. It's driving me bonkers. Telling stories. It has been driving me bonkers, and it is painful for about the first 3 hours after I wake up. So I would think it would be, letting go here soon. It hasn't. That is why I'm going and seeing my acupuncturist Wednesday. Yay. All right. Our closing blessing. And here is our closing blessing for the day, my witchlings. May you be guided by truth, steadied by patience, and softened by compassion. May healing unfold where there was hurt, clarity rise where there was doubt, and may you move forward knowing that choosing honesty is an act of love for yourself and for all involved. Our blessing. We timed it well. All right, witchlings, it is time to wrap up the show for today. And with the extinguishing of our candle, our circle is now open, and we extend our eternal gratitude to the ancestors for joining us today. All right. I hid the paper towels. Oh well. All right, before we go, my darlings, remember that this space exists because of our Witchling community. There are no corporate sponsors, just shared magic, mutual care, and a whole lot of love, my friends. What we doing? All right, y'all. Now go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There is enough darkness in this world. Let us choose to be steady lights for those finding their way through it. And tell your loved ones in all their forms, 2 legs, wings, fur, scales, paws, or claws, that they matter deeply. Time moves faster than we realize, and the chances to say I love you are never guaranteed. And please, if you take one thing and one thing only from everything we have done here, please let it be that you always, always, always remember you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose here is real, even if you haven't discovered it yet. I was 45 before I found mine. I love you guys all to bits. Namaste, my witchlings. Aha, I found a candle. There we go. Apparently we scared everybody away. Sad face. Cool bomb. Oh, I want to see that so bad. Apparently, Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song are both in it, and that just sounds so cool. All right. Move those back over there. Grab this, put it away. So please tell me it was as good as I have heard. I love Zootopia. I loved the first Zootopia. Oh, dear Lord. I love him. He is so cool. And you talk about a fucking turnaround story. He is. I mean, a number of his tattoos are gang and or prison tattoos. I was scrolling through one of my groups on Facebook yesterday. Tangentially related here. You'll understand when I get there. And a couple of people had taken a screenshot of someone who had just joined the group. And her name is Coco. And I'm like, name sounds familiar. She looks familiar, but I can't place who she is. And her profile, because I screenshot it, her profile just says public figure. And I'm going, why the fuck does she look so familiar? And I'm scrolling through the comments, and finally somebody refers to her husband, and a person responding to it said Ice-T. And I'm like, oh, that's who she is. That's why she looks so familiar. Would you like to know which group this was? The name of the group is Bitch Please I'm a Witch. And we're like, oh, do not fuck with Ice-T. Not that I'd want to fuck with him to start with, because, yeah, he's a little intimidating himself. But, yeah, that was really freaking cool to see. And everybody's like, hey, yeah, it's probably fake. It's not her. It's not her. And others are, and then people are like, no, she's got the verified and the check mark and shit. And others are like, yeah, well, you can just pay money and get that. And I'm like, wait, nope. Hi, I'm in the process of getting my blue check mark. And no, you have to submit your driver's license and have an ID verification or your passport picture before they will give you the blue check mark. So she's got the blue check mark, or no, she doesn't. Yeah, Twitter you can just pay for it. Facebook, Meta, you have to actually verify your identity, and even that doesn't guarantee that you are going to get it. Oh, and it's not cheap either. It's not cheap either, and that is one of the reasons that I have not gotten the check mark. Okay. Boom. All right. There we go. Just checking messages. We have had a bunch of doggy food. We have a bunch of canned dog food that we are going to be donating to a local woman who was in a car wreck. And ironically used to work with both my oldest and the adopted kid, the bonus kid, Cat, marketing director. So yeah, I'm happy about that one. Kind of proud of that I can do something nice for my community. Yes, please go follow the the Die the Yoga Witch Facebook page. We are so close to being able to go live on it again. I'm pretty sure Andrea's the only one in here. Yep, Andrea's the only one in here. Andrea doesn't have Facebook. But yeah, we are so close to being able to go live on Facebook again. I am so happy about that. I would love to be able to start sharing on Facebook again because, well, as much as I hate Zuckerberg, unfortunately, his platform has enabled me to reconnect with people I had thought I would never see again, Will being one of them. And I really would like to be able to start going live there. Oh no! Oh no. Okay, I just got a message from one of my spoonies about another one of our spoonies, who is a friend who lives here in Washington. No, there isn't right now. But this friend lives on the other side of the pass from us, and their soul dog just died rather suddenly. I don't know details, but this person is a very, very beloved friend. So if we can keep Kev in our thoughts today, that would be fantabulous. I am going to be reaching out here shortly. Sorry. It's just the three of us in here, so... God, this is... Okay. I'm trying to figure out... That hurt. That sucks. All right. Yeah, they're really awesome people. They try to stop by and hang out with us anytime they're going to Seattle. Kenny Boyle was the one that we were thinking of, by the way. You and I were talking about the actor. Follow me, I know the way. Kenny Boyle. Yep. Yep. Yeah, he's an actor and a writer, screenwriter, it looks like. Kenny Boyle, actor and playwright. Cool. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, Kev is an amazing person. And that dog was everything to them. So we will be lighting a candle. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll use scissors because I don't feel like grabbing the wick trimmer. Snip off the fray. Mother Frogger. Doom. This is what I get for using cheap scissors. Ha! Much better. Hopefully the wick isn't too short. Sokka, you'll have friends to meet you at the bridge, my friend. There you go, Kev. Yeah. For Kev. Okay. Do it again. Do it again. All right, I'll fix it. Okay. Give me the... There we go. For Sokka, you will have friends to meet you. And for Kev. Grr. My right arm ain't happy. Oh Lord. I will send you a picture. All right. What? Missed what? Sokka. Hey, John. Oh, shit. Okay, we'll do it again. All right. Kev, we're lighting our candle for you and for Sokka. He'll have friends. One more try. Here we go. Kev, Sokka will be met at the bridge. We're thinking of you. There we go. Oh, we were. We were, John. Unfortunately, I just got word that a friend lost their soul dog. He was named for Sokka from Avatar. The whole household is huge freaking Avatar fans. All right. All right. So, and it's just us'ns here tonight, John. You, the man behind the curtain, and Andrea. Not that I'm hugely surprised. I mean, it's Sunday. It is Yule, and people are probably out doing Christmas shit. Kev thought it was adorable that I had taught our dogs that their cue to hop up either into the car or into my lap or whatnot is yip yip. He doesn't have one because he hasn't watched it. Mine, shit, I just lost her name. I haven't watched it in a while, but the entire series was my Christmas present from the younger two kids, about 5 years ago. So give me a minute. Oh, God. I'm thinking of the blind earthbender, but her name will not come to mind right now. I absolutely adore her. Sokka is adorably stupid. And I can usually not remember his name. Katara is tough. Yes. Katara is amazing and awesome. And I think my favorite episode with her is where she learns to bloodbend. That was impressive. Avatar, I mean, Aang, everybody loves Aang, and Appa, and I just lost his name. I know it starts with an M, the flying monkey dude. His name will come to me eventually. And I know tons and tons and tons of people absolutely adore, shit, again, I can see his face, the Fire Lord. The one who has the fantabulous character arc. Yep, Momo's the monkey dude. And why can I not think of the Fire Prince's name? I can see his face. Yeah, Zuko. Not Zico, Zuko. Fire Prince Zuko and Uncle... Iroh. Uncle Iroh. Thank you. Irish gave me close enough. Your phone is auto-corrupting. And then oh my God. That flashes me to a fanfic story I have seen a million times. of Batman spotting Zuko out and about, or Bruce Wayne spotting Zuko, and just, okay, I'm adopting you now. Pulls the adoption papers out of his, bat suit, and then Bruce and Iroh. No, Bruce or Alfred and Iroh sitting back and watching Bruce and Zuko fight over whose tea is better. Bruce prefers Uncle Iroh's, and Zuko likes Alfred's. It's hilarious. Autocorrupt was winning. There is a story out there about a teenager who changed I think the word dishes or something in mom's autocorrect to some whacked out phrase, as like when mom says, "When are you going to do the dishes?" It turns out, "When are you gonna pound my ass?" or some shit. And the kid thought it was hilarious. Mom is just like, "Oh my God, that is not what I wanted to say." One of the few times I actually wished my mother had used an iPhone. I would have had so much fun with that. I would have had so much fun with that. I would have gotten my head ripped off repeatedly, but it would have been worth it. I tell you, what's the damn truth. All right, we're just kind of chilling out, hanging out here. Not doing anything hugely important today. Okay. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Yes, I see he did. Oh, it is Yule. And I have... I think it would be. Okay, so Snoopy. I have this Snoopy, and then fix cameras so I can show off other Snoopy. Yes, we think you did, John. I think I showed you guys this Snoopy the other day. All right, we're gonna flip him that way. Doom. Aha. We have the cute little Snoopy with the stars. Spawn did the Renaissance Fair here in Washington this year. And irony of ironies, one of his friends' family had the shop right next door to where he was working. He was selling ice cream. And the dad of the family was doing the trinket trading. And so he went over and was trading trinkets. And he commented to the dad that, "I like Snoopy." And his dad's like, "Oh, take one for your mom then, too." I adore... there he is! Sorry. So I'm a musician and I love Snoopy. So I picked this guy up. 11 years ago today, it popped up in my time hop. So yes, Snoopy is one of my favorite characters ever. I think he needs to be washed. He feeling kind of grody. Yes, we are. That is probably why Alyssa can manifest anything and everything. Snoopy's the best. But yeah, yeah. And then my mother-in-law, oh my God, this woman. She gave me Snoopy drink glasses. The 16-ounce drink glasses. And oh my God. Cece freaked when we got them. We're right there with you, John. We are right there with you. Spawn's girlfriend was here, or at least was here today, last night and today. So that is cool as shit, Andrea. Oh, I need to get back into writing. Oh, I actually kind of miss it. I haven't written any short stories or poetry in so long. But I go in streaks where I focus on one form of my creativity over another. And right now it's jewelry making. I can imagine you are. Take it she's staying with your family through Christmas? I love the fact that the government says if you are not cohabitating, you're obviously not in a committed relationship. There are so many reasons why people would choose to not cohabitate. I have known of married couples who did not share the same house. And I mean, come on. Fucking Tim Burton and Helena Bonham Carter had townhomes that shared a wall and there was a door between them for the kids to go through because they couldn't cohabitate. They loved each other dearly, but they could not live in the same house. So they lived right next door to each other. I'm weird. Because I thought that was one of the coolest things in the world. I don't get it. I don't get it. People be wildin', right? Right. It is. It's unfrickin' real. I don't get it. Hell, I don't get a lot of the shit that my government is doing right now, so what the hell? And I will resent the fascist Cheeto until the day I die for causing me to become very active in politics. I never wanted to. I was perfectly happy just chilling, bopping along with my rather, boring and very mundane life post-military. And now, because I'm not the kind of person they want in their country, I now have to be very political and talk about it far more than I ever wanted to. So, fuck Trump. We fix my freaking hair, 'cause it is annoying me. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Wait. That works. Those are actually very good boundaries. And actually, John mentioning Christmas, I'm going to mention again, because it was just Andrea the first time I said it. We are not doing podcast Thursday. I am still undecided as to whether we are going to have Daily Draw Thursday. But we will be doing a wonderful guided meditation for those of us who are dealing with difficult relatives during the holidays on Thursday. Not sure what time we're going to do it. Actually, brain is saying, well, why don't we do the guided meditation at the daily draw time and do it again at podcast time? I don't know. I haven't seen that one. Fanfic is so much fun. At least when you have a creator who doesn't mind fanfic. I adore Anne Rice's books. Really, she was an amazing author, and I am so grateful her son stepped up and finished the stories she was writing when she passed. But the one thing about her that I did not like, and it kind of rubbed a lot of fans the wrong way, is she did not like fanfic. if you used her characters in a fanfic, you would get a cease and desist letter from her or her lawyers. I don't look good in orange, and I don't have bail money. Yep. That's true. That is true. I'm being reminded that we probably will do a daily draw because we have to be doing the live stream because there are a lot of us out there who just need the escape. I mean, this is coming from a man who worked at casinos, and you could pretty much tell when everybody got done opening Christmas presents on Christmas because they would all flock to the casino. They'd send Grandma and Grandpa to go beat on the slot machines. They'd take the kids to the buffet, feed them, and then do whatever. But some of the busiest days at casinos are Christmas, Thanksgiving, and New Year's Eve. Just thinking. Yep, that's kind of been my... And I... When all else fails, I just say ahimsa over and over to myself. Especially when I'm driving. Road rage is a thing here. I just keep going ahimsa. Non-harming. You're not allowed to hurt yourself or anyone else. Ahimsa, ahimsa, ahimsa. Fucking ahimsa. If you don't get the fuck out of my way, I'm going to drive you off the road. Not really, but it's kind of amusing to ride with me driving because, well, fine. Be that way, bitch. Because I am very obnoxious towards the drivers around me. I will yell at them, but I am not an aggressive driver unless I have to be. I will just yell insults. I will not flip them off. I will not do anything aggressive because, hi, I learned to drive in San Diego and I learned to drive a stick in Los Angeles rush hour traffic. I know better. I have seen what happens when people, actually rage during road rage. I hear you, John, and thank you. I'm grateful that we are a positive for you. We've had, wow, I guess I do need to do my year-end summary. We've actually had a pretty good year. Occasionally when I can think of them. I have taught my nieces and nephews a few interesting ones, douche canoe being one of them. My sister told my niece that she was not allowed to call her brother that. Damn it. Was the child's reaction. She was a teenager. But no. No, I don't usually insult them in other languages. I just... I will, however, hex their gas pedal if they are not driving at least the speed limit. I just get a little ball of energy and go, bink! And it's like, speed the fuck up. You are doing 45 in a 70. Please. The gas pedal is the long, skinny one on the right, okay? You push that down and the car go vroom vroom and it speed up to speed limit. Yeah. My kids used to laugh at me for that. Between that and the fact that half and half did not react well with my system, so I would make up words to songs. Usually I've been working on the railroad to drive home with. Yes. I do like to fly on my broomstick. And I really, there is a part of me that wants to get... I really do want to get my pilot's license just so I can pull the shit my mom's ex did, because that one's just perfect. Yep. I love the fact that he got pulled over, told, you were flying kind of low for not having a pilot's license, so he hands the cop his pilot's license. That is the best way to get out of a fucking speeding ticket. Cop admitted he walked into it, too. Oh, life is good, though. I am going insane not having a car. My ex-father-in-law had My ex-father-in-law had a specific book that fell off the shelf and hit him on the head twice, and then it just fell onto the desk under it and opened to the same page each time. And I asked him, "What book is it?" "It's my Cherokee dictionary." "Okay." "And it opens to the same page every time?" "Yeah." I'm like, what is Spirit trying to tell you? Have you looked at what words are on the page that it opens to? And he's like, "Hadn't thought about that yet, but now I'm going to go look." So the next time it fell, he paid attention to it. And when I was talking to him, he's like, "I finally figured it out." Don't remember what it was. I just remember that the dictionary kept falling off the shelf and opening to the same page. He's a good man. Not the brightest, but he's a good man. Seriously? We are 220 hours from hitting the next level, which is full monetization. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Although that'll start putting ads in my videos, but that's okay. Yeah. Yeah. People will actually, be encouraged to see my videos. I'm sharing that one with the spawn. Yeah, I know how that goes. I drove on Thanksgiving because we rented a car. But prior to that, October 9th, and then I had not driven. I think I drove one of the witches markets. Yeah, but I haven't had my own car since March, and I'm going insane from it. I don't mind when I have an appointment setting up a ride with the local transit, but when I want to do things like, oh, I need to run to the grocery store or do this or do that, but I hate not being able to just go get in the car and go do something. I needed to go to urgent care not too long ago, and didn't have a car to get there, so I couldn't go until the next day. At which point I was doing better. But I am just. Oh, I had not realized just how much we rely on having our own cars. And yes, it does sound like he is pressing soda. Arms are not good. Or shoulder is not happy. It has been an hour and a half that we've been doing this. Wow. Not bad. Hold on. Brain is trying to dredge up shit. It's failing miserably, but it's trying to dredge up shit. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. There are a couple of people that I was relying on, and one of them is having their own problems driving, and it's inducing panic attacks. So that's not optional right now. Nice. That explains why you double posted. You're good, John. And that is cool. You won the book and you won the raffle. I am working on my manifestation skills. Actually, that was something else, and since the three of you are the ones who really have been here while I've been talking about it, I had to put the Yasmin Galenorn Embrace the Moon craft book back because it was mostly exercises and stuff. Son of a bitch, Psychic Witches too. Crap. Because Psychic Witch by Matt Oren was my next book that I'm on my list. And yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to read it, do the exercises, and then tell you guys about the book. Oh, I hate that fairy. That fairy is not a popular person. Well, fae in my house. Damned hiccup fairy. Oh, yeah. But I'm trying to get through some of this stuff because I know I want to share it with you guys. I want to be able to eat happily and comfortably recommend books to you guys. And I am sorely lacking on keeping up with some of the new witches in the community, like Matt Oren or Juliet Diaz. And some of the others. Also, I am going to start, now that we are monetized some, I am going to start reaching out to people like Llewellyn, who is the publisher of 90% of the craft books and tarot cards on the market. Dr. Pepper obviously will be one of my people I reach out to. Potentially Coffee Mate, because I'm a coffee bitch. But I'm going to start reaching out and seeing if I can get some brand sponsorships, because as much as I love this being just us, my goal for 2026 is for us to be able to live comfortably instead of praying to God we don't run out of something important before the last week of the month. So that is my goal, and I'm going to be actually writing that down and working towards it. And then we get done at 3:30. I am hoping, and the man behind the curtain's probably gonna scream in my ear about this, not literally, y'all know what I mean. I am hoping to be able to come back at about 5:30 with a short little Yule, thing. Ritual. That's the word I'm looking for. Yep. It does. The poor pupper. That's interesting because mine do. See, I told you he was going to scream at me. Really? I know. You did exactly what I figured you were going to do. You did a what? We haven't talked about this. I've been trying to talk about it. I've been trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing today. Does not help that I have completely lost track of anything and everything and did not realize that we were already 2 this week. I mean, yeah, I'm looking at the folder for the content for the week. I did get the newsletters out. But I'm looking at the folder and it says, winter solstice. It's this week. And I'm like, nah, it's not tomorrow. It's sometime next week. We're good. No. Too much togetherness, Mimi. Just saying, John, you just described yourself. But yeah, I want to do a short little something for Yule tonight. I don't know what. It's from what I know of you, it's very accurate. I mean, both of my thumbs kind of have the eye on them. I mean, where's my notebook? That bad, huh, babe? Oh shit. Nope. I'll grab notebook later. Let's see, what else are we doing? I wanted to make a note for myself. Yes, that is very, very, Very accurate as far as you are concerned, John. I like it. Where did you get that? I'm assuming you Googled it, since that's what most of us do these days. Cannot breathe. It's really annoying. Let's see. What else? I know. Yeah, all of a sudden I'm wheezy. That's what I thought. Oh. I can understand that, Mimi, but from personal experience, the more I isolate myself from the world because I am frustrated and pissed off and hurt by all of the nastiness that's going on out there, I also unfortunately miss all of the really amazing stuff that's going on out there, such as there is a young woman here in my community who was in a car wreck back in, I think, August. And the community is coming together now to make sure that she and her dog do not get evicted and have food and clothing and everything they need. I am actually donating some dog food to the cause there. There is a young trans person in our community who is unfortunately now no longer housed because mom and dad kicked them out. And so our community is banding together to make sure that this young person has a home, furniture, clothing, everything they need for that. So if I isolate too much, I miss all of those wonderful things as well. And I try so hard to remind myself of that when I feel that urge to, turtle in and hide away from the world. It doesn't hurt, though, that I am very much a people person, and when I isolate, it gets bad. It gets ugly for everybody around me, because if I do not have that social connection, I become a bitch. A raging bitch from hell. And thank God you guys are here, because this helps with that part. But yes, people have forgotten how to be human. And also, we spend so much time online that we see words and names on a screen and we forget there's a person behind them. And so we don't feel the humanity of them. And we are spending more and more and more time communicating through screens. And that even minimal anonymity gives us the courage to say things that we would never say to another person's face. Or at least a lot of people are that way. I am not. I am going to say once again, what you see on camera here is what you get. Maybe a little less chaotic, but not really. Yeah, primarily because he is in my ear and reminding me, no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, Di. Doing that is going to be a mistake. So please, let's not do that, because I am the one who I would sit here and just, I will unscrew my eyebrow ring and just kind of put it back in, play with my nose rings, take my shirt off and change my shirt sitting here at my computer, be like, I got a sports bra on. They're not going to see anything that they wouldn't see on the beach. Just that kind of shit. These are the sorts of things I will do because I give no fucks. That said, I also do not intentionally cause anyone harm. I can't say never, I almost never intentionally cause harm to anyone. And when I find out that I have, I feel like shit for it for weeks. Which is why I could not be one of these people to be an utter and complete dick to someone online just because. Oh, I know that feeling all too well, Mimi. My family of origin beat that one into me quite well. Sorry, speaking of the lady I was giving dog food to, flame grilled comes to mind for a reason. Oh, I know, Mimi, but I have spent enough time in therapy that I'm finally able, most of the time, not all of the time, I am finally able to separate the way someone is treating me from my worth. And I have gotten very good, and I mean, the fucking Namaste cards are one of the reasons why, or the self-compassion. But I have gotten much, much better at looking at the way a person is speaking to me and treating me, and realizing that that is on them. That is on them. I know who I am as a person. I know that I am not out to cause harm to anyone. So when someone is spewing that kind of venom at me and telling me, okay, here are the words I hear very often in my head. You're a fuck up. You will always be a fuck up. You will never be anything but a fuck up, and you have fucked up everything you have ever touched. I am finally to a point where I can go, no, I have not fucked up everything I have touched. I have quite a few things that I have been quite successful at. I raised 3 children. None of them ended up in prison, none of them ended up pregnant, and none of them ended up on illegal drugs before they graduated high school. That's pretty good. None of my kids made me a grandparent while they were still teenagers. Very good. And then I successfully went through yoga teacher training, did not fail. Actually, according to our instructor, I was one of the best students she had. I still don't fully believe that one, but that's okay. That's my own lack of self-esteem and confidence. But it has taken a lot. Mimi, I will happily work with you to see if we can help break you out of that spiral. I mean, come on, I'm a life coach. That's kind of what I'm here for. But it's not easy when you have gotten that message your entire life that you are just trash. It's so hard to realize that is wrong, that you are actually worth something. And I think that's part of why I'm here. Yep, I know that one too, John. And again, that's part of why I'm here. I am here to help my witchlings learn how to be the best version of themselves. I want to help. I want to heal. I am not a therapist, but I have done a lot of therapy. And I am more than willing to recommend some of the self-help books that I have used. And trust me, all of them that I have read, even if I've only read a chapter or 2 out of them, they have been helpful. And I want to help and to heal. Hell, maybe I will actually go back to school and get my degree in psychology or become a social worker. I think social worker is a shorter one. Me. You are not bringing your garbage into this space. You are doing just fine. If you step over that boundary, I will let you know. We are fine so far. And yes, Andrea is spot on saying that confidence comes with experience. I have been reading tarot cards for 30 years. I have seen my tarot cards be more accurate than I even want to admit. And I still doubt myself. So, you're in good company. Yeah, and I still read the book. I think something else I will be doing before the new year, and Mimi, you are not the cause, you were just what just reminded me of it. I am actually going to lay out some ground rules other than be respectful of my space and be mindful of your energy. We have a few words that are auto mod banned. And I'm going to write up a little thing and make an intro video saying, hey, all are welcome. We abide by the tolerance paradox in this space. We do not tolerate intolerance. We keep a limit on the amount of political talk that we have during daily draw and self-care. But we will lighten that a little bit during chilling with the Witchlings. But mostly when we're going to do our political bitching is going to be Bitch and Witch on Tuesday nights. We are going to reevaluate our schedule, make sure that we are doing things at a good time for us and not overextending me or the man behind the curtain. So all of that wonderful year-end shit, right? You guys have become an expanded part of my family at this point. You're kind of fried. Yeah, we're all kind of fried. I'm also debating if what we're gonna do for New Year's Eve. What day of the week is New Year's Eve? Let's see, my birthday is on a Saturday. So Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Wait, Saturday. Hold on. Saturday, Friday, Thursday. Yeah, Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday night is New Year's Eve night. So trying to figure out what we're doing there. I know. My brain I had to count it myself. I can't. My brain just would not let me listen to you. I don't know why. Brain is being an asshole today. Brain is being an asshole today. Are we surprised? I'm not surprised. You are going to rock the 150 readings. You just say the start of 2026. How long is the start? Are you going to do 150 readings in the month? Or in the first 2 months? Or the first 2 weeks? Where are we at here? Because 150 readings in the first month, that is approximately 5 readings a day. That is super doable. ¿Dónde está? Pink what? Oh, yes, my office is very pink. Wow, I didn't realize. I spend so much time in this room, I don't even realize it's pink anymore. So, H3435, do you have a name, my friend? Oh, my brain isn't fried. My brain is just flat out melted. You're H. Roger that, H. Yeah, not bad. It is one of my favorites. Pink is good. It does make buying Christmas presents and birthday presents and any other time presents easy for us. I need to update my Christmas wish list on Amazon, even though I am trying to avoid Amazon. What used to be called my Christmas wish list is now, I think, it's nothing but hoodies and sweaters because this witch likes to be warm and cozy. Oh, yes, we can definitely make soup out of this brain. This is your brain on soup, yes. Soup! I still say it that way too, which is the funniest part. Let's see, craft, Christmas list. Oh, I do have a Christmas list. Yeah. Soup! Hey, you! Good to see ya. Yeah, you've been missing for a bit. I want to say that's Alan. No, it's It's one of the regular guys. There we go. Okay, yay, I did remember name right. Hooray! Is that your face in your profile picture? Because you're kind of a skinnier version of my nephew, which is not a bad thing. Yes. Yes. Dude, I mentioned that you look like my nephew and he even figured out which nephew. I'm impressed. This is one that isn't a biological. My mom adopted his mom. But yeah, life is pretty chill today. Yeah. Oh, I do that with Amazon all the fucking time. That is one of the reasons I love Amazon's wish lists. I mean, okay. Can you set the camera up so I can show my screen? Okay, well. Okay, so. This is just the number of wish lists I have on Amazon. These are just my wish lists. How often do I buy shit off of them? Almost never these days, because we just don't have fundage. Thank you. Happy Yule to you as well. Oh, Danny's a big boy. Always has been. He's fluffy. But I love him to bits. He's a good kid. That's one of the better ones, John. I like that one. Yeah, Mimi, when I'm having one of those days when I really want to go shopping, I will hop onto Amazon and just start scrolling and searching and going, "Ooh, I like that. Add it to that list. I want that. Add it to that list." So, I have a forking tiny home in my wish list for my office. Well, we'll stick with you. So, for those of you who have not figured out yet, we tend to keep live until John gets home on Sundays, just because I am that much of a mom. I like to know that he is home safe, especially when he tells us he's walking through a dodgy part of town to get home. Yeah, I'm something of a cross between mom friend and little sister as far as John's concerned. I did not know that you could buy a tiny home on Amazon, but you can. They're not terribly expensive either. That's the best part. Our problem is where we would put it and getting it there. But, you know, I have... And getting it plumbed, yes. But I have these grand dreams of things I want to do. So I got to start making money here. I try, John. I am that friend that when you leave my house, I say, text me when you get home so I know you made it home safe. When Spawn's girlfriend heads home, I'm like, hey, let me know when she gets home so I know she made it home safe. She has heard me say this a few times. And she's like, I feel loved. Has it been an hour? Yeah. Speaking of, I'm going to check and make sure she is home. But that's how I grew up. That's just how we treated our loved ones. Let me know you're home safe. That is how you say, you know, I love you. How much is it? Let me look. I may have deleted that one from my wish lists, but did you? Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, they started around 3K. I think the one I was looking at was either 5 or 8, which, in all honesty, isn't super hugely expensive. But, you know. Home yoga studio. There we go. I think that's where I had that one. Oh, look at that. We are at time. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. I like the idea of the she shed. Originally, I just wanted a she shed in the backyard because it would work. So it was either in the home yoga studio or in the office. Nope. Okay. Boom. Oh, wouldn't they? A she shed would be so nice to have here. Just, and I have needs. One of the reasons I was looking at using the tiny home for it is I would like to have a bathroom, and then I need an office and a place where I can go lay down and crash, because if my POTS decides you need a nap and you need a nap now, I'm not going to be able to make it in the house before I crash. So, and then I want to have one here on our property, because that way I'm still here to take care of the dogs. Yeah. So what we want, and this is one of our dreams, and I know we're going to go over the 2 hours, but that's okay. That's true. That's true. I forgot about that. One of our dreams is we're going to basically take my window here and turn it into a sliding glass door and extend my floor out and make a little patio. That's what it is. We're going to make a little patio outside my office. And then we're going to get potentially another shipping container or a she shed type thing and pop it out in the backyard as my office and yoga studio, because as he was saying, the container conversions, the shipping containers, we have one, but he said the ceiling's a little low. Has my POTS ever made me crash into something as I got into the house? No, because typically when I know I'm having problems, and this happened a lot last winter, and oh god, the summer is even worse. During the heat of summer, it's the worst. I have my little friend here. There it is. So I have my little friend here, and I have plates on my car to match it. So I park in the disabled spots. I usually call them the blue spots. So I always park in a disabled spot. Because that way I know where I'm parked. That way I know where I parked and I don't forget where my car is and lose it. And so during the summer, I'll park in my spot, go in and do my shopping. Thankfully, it's air conditioned inside the store. But I get out of the store, and the short walk it takes from the door of the sliding door of Safeway to where my car is, and I have to lean against the car for 30 seconds to 2 minutes before I can even start unloading my stuff from the car, or from the cart, getting the bags into the car. Then I will push the cart up between the pylons that are, or the curbs that are marking the spots, because there is no way in hell I can walk it back to the cart corral and back to my car. And then I will lean and slide against my car to the door, open the door, get in, and I will have to sit there, door open, car on, so that I have the air conditioner, so that I can cool down enough that I can think about closing the door and rolling the window down without passing out. And so I will have to sit there for a few minutes, make sure I'm breathing well, I'm not fuzzy-headed, I'm not lightheaded, and then I can finally drive home. Then I get home, and now I have to sit in the car for a minute or two once I'm home, so I have the strength and the ability to get out of the car and bring the groceries in the house. Now, the advantage with having the boys living here is if I get home, all I have to do is honk the horn, let them know that I am home, and they will come out and unload the groceries. But no, it doesn't normally cause me to crash as soon as I get in the house because usually I've had enough warning that I'm able to prevent it. Now, walking the dogs, yes. I have had to sit as soon as I got into the house. But crashing into things around the house, that has nothing to do with my pots, and that has everything to do with the fact that my perception absolutely sucks. So I turn corners too sharp, or don't notice things, like that fucking hanger at Torrid, that are sticking out into the walkway. How I don't have a bruise that comes from my elbow to my shoulder on this arm, I do not know, because in the number of times I have gone to walk out into the front of the house and clipped my arm on the door jamb. Or this shoulder on the door jamb trying to walk out of the bathroom and go into the bedroom because it's a left turn. You would think, I have lived in this house for 13 years, you would think I would know these. No. Worked at Torrid for 4 years. There's this fucking hanger that sticks out into the walkway. Technically not the walkway, but sticks out. 4 years working in this store. I walked into the goddamn thing my first day of work, and I walked into the goddamn thing my last day of work. It didn't move at any point in between. You would think I knew it was that. Nope. Still walked into it. I hated it when they rearranged some of the tables and that on the floor. Because I had my routes around the store that I took, and then they moved shit and I started walking into shit again. Cool. Alright. Time for me to stop venting about walking into shit. I am a klutz. Thank God I don't bruise easily anymore. Still get mystery bruises though. On my leg. 10 to 1, I know where most of the mystery bruises on my legs come from. Between that and someone who has an appendage on her rear end that forgets it's there. My dog is a dumb blonde. I love her, but God, is she a dumb blonde. I swear she does not realize she has a tail, because she will wag that tail hard and either whip people with it or clear surfaces with it. And then Tookers, she's got the really hard ass fucking bat attached to her ass. Tookers has a fan, which is nice during the summer until he has gas, at which point, yeah, no. But he moves air beautifully with that fan of a tail of his. It's quite effective at wafting gas as well. Let me tell you. Do not ask why I know this. That poor dog. Oh, there he is. He's asleep though. Oh, he's not awake. Oh, 4:30 Tuesday or Thursday? Thursday. Okay, so we think we will be doing guided meditation on 4:30 on Thursday. All right. Yeah, there is a good chance that we're just going to keep chilling with the Witchlings on up to time for guided meditation. You know what I need you to do, huh? Alright. There's a reason I'm sitting this way. You want to come say hi, sweet boy? Come here. Yep. Oh, look at that good boy. Look at the good boy. He's a happy boy. Oh, you gonna come say Mary, you old puppy dog? Yeah. I know. Oh, there it is. Come here. Come here. Come here. Nose down. Put your nose down. Look at the cute doggy dude. Look at the cute doggy dude. You're so cute. Look at the cute little man. Oh, look at the cute man. Look at him. Oh. Oh. Ow. There we go. Here. There goes. You're such a good boy. You're so tolerant, baby. I love you so much. Oh, there's Luna. Should I put them on Luna? I didn't re-glue it. I forgot. What? Ooga! Hoit! All right. Ouchie boo boos. Where's the other one? There it is. Oh nope. Speaking of mystery bruises, oh Jiminy. Ow. That was a hard elbow to the inside of my thigh. Oh, you ready? You good down now? I love you too, sweetheart. Go get your sister. All right, I'm covered in fur now. There's, oh God. There we go. That's the one I'll put on him later. Yeah, Luna doesn't come in and say hi, but I will be taking pictures of her with a freaking headband on today because it's adorable. Oh, blessed Yule, my witchlings. Are we having fun yet? I am. Let's drink more coffee, shall we? Yes. There's a little bitty teeny tiny part of me that wishes I had a Christmas themed hat for Sergeant Fuzzbutt. Fuzzbutt would kill me in my sleep, but you know, it would be worth it. He, however, is not around right at the moment. He's a smart boy. He's a better Halloween decoration than a Yule decoration, though. Good. Glad to know you're home, John. All right. Okay, you guys, we are going to wrap up here shortly. Did you want to run through that, babe? You're good, John. Oh, let's see. So, what am I doing? I don't know what the fluff I'm doing. My brain is just... Typically. Yeah, but that one just... They just kind of lurked. And that makes me nervous. Huh. John, I would not be able to live with myself if I found out that something happened to you after we went off stream. I would not be okay with that. All right, my loves. Yes, give them a chance to either hang themselves or make it better. Now, if they double down and be an asshole, that's a different. They are. Thank you, Mimi. I love my babies. They're furry little demons half the time, but I love those furry children. Have a good one, Andrea. I think we're going to run through a quick ad sweep and then wrap up. I thought that's what you were doing. Okay. Ah, okay. Ow, ow. All right, my witchlings. Let's go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There is already enough darkness in this world. Please let us choose to be steady lights for those finding their way through it. And please tell your loved ones in all their forms, 2 legs, wings, fur, scales, paws, or claws, that they matter absolutely deeply to you. Time moves faster than we realize, and the chances to say I love you are absolutely not guaranteed. And please, if you take one thing and one thing only from everything we do here, please, please, please let it be that you always remember you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose here is real even if you haven't discovered it yet. I was 45 before I found mine. I love you guys all so much. Namaste, witchlings, and have a blessed Yule.